Am I supposed to say?
How do you feel that camp is about to be over?
Camp is over and I'm dumb excited. Hashtag too stressed, or too blessed to be stressed. Gang gang.
Welcome back to my channel. Today is an exciting day because NFL camp is officially over. The preseason games have ended and next week starts the real season games. So we are gonna celebrate a little bit tonight, but first we're gonna run some errands, and the first errand that we're gonna go and run is we're gonna get some food because I have yet to eat today and Isaac is always starving. So first up, food. So we just got to me and Isaac's new favorite spot, and the reason it's our favorite spot is because if you guys don't know, me and Isaac are eating vegan lately, and I'm also gluten intolerant, and this place has a lot of options for vegans, vegetarian, gluten-free, you name it, and they have options for it. And the place is called The Green Tomato, and it's located in Huntington Beach, and it's such a cute little spot and I love it. So we're gonna go in here and grab some food. Plot twist, I actually didn't end up getting anything from Green Tomato. Isaac did end up getting a salmon bowl. Nothing really sounded appetizing to me, and I know that we're about to go to Whole Foods and get some groceries for a little barbecue that we're gonna have tonight, which I'll explain that in a little bit. But Whole Foods just sounds better to me, so I'm gonna wait. But we're actually about to go and pick up Isaac's car right now because his air conditioner broke, and on the way to the last preseason game, Isaac was dying in the passenger seat.
Sweating like bullets before a game.
Yeah, so
about to go play Russell Wilson. I'm out here sweating bullets.
So he ended up dropping off his car this morning, and we're about to go and pick it back up because they have already fixed it. We're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna go to Whole Foods and buy some stuff for this barbecue that we have going on tonight. But quickly, a nice little preview of Isaac's.
I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That looks really good.
Tell me why my mouth started watering when I took the top
Okay,
off.
so what's in it?
It's called a miso salmon bowl, so there's a lot of miso, a lot of salmon. Broccoli.
And now avocado, you just threw that on there.
I mean, that placed perfectly. This is the miso vinaigrette. And watch me pour over the top. I mean, come on.
Alright guys, so we just got to Home Depot and we're actually just here to get some plants for Isaac. Isaac recently took up this new hobby of plants and planting and gardening, and it's cool, it's whatever. So we're here to get some plants. Isaac, what is it about plants that draws you to them? So Isaac started taking up this hobby a little bit before camp, probably like a month or two before camp. And then when he went off to camp, he had to stay in the hotel for an entire month. So his plants all died. So now we're here trying to revive his apartment with some greenery, and hopefully he won't kill them this time. Isaac, what plants are you looking for?
I don't know, I'm just really trying to create some vibe for my apartment. So anything that's just got some like good vibe. I think I'm gonna go for like more like bulky plants, like the true style.
Like something you can't kill? This is what Isaac has so far. He just has these two little plants and then this bigger plant. I have had one of these in my apartment when I went to Michigan State, and they die so easy. I have no idea why. I don't know if this is just me, but I'm more of like a succulent person because succulents really can't die. I mean, you have to try to kill them, and they're just so aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, like look how cute this little guy is. Okay, so this is all what Isaac got. I really am not the biggest fan of these because they always die. I just have trust issues with them.
I've gone through 3 in a year and they never survive. But we're gonna keep on keeping on.
I'm a huge fan of these plants. This one is pretty cute. This one's meh, whatever. But I definitely love these. What are they called? I don't really know how to say that, but that's what they are. Okay, so we are done getting Isaac some plants, and now we're at Whole Foods. So tonight Isaac is actually gonna have some of his friends over just to celebrate the end of camp and the end of the preseason. So we're gonna have a little barbecue at Isaac's place. So we stopped at Whole Foods to grab some vegan burgers.
Can you tell them who the video is sponsored by?
Isaac is not sponsored.
Beyond Meat sent us these.
Okay.
They just sent it to the Whole Foods. They wanted us to go through the normal process of shopping, picking them up, and even paying for them. So thanks, Beyond Meat, for sending these to Whole Foods for us.
Isaac has been vegan for a few months now, actually.
4 months.
Yeah, about 4 months. So we are picking up some vegan burgers just so we can still barbecue and have that meaty feeling without eating the meat. So we're leaving the Whole Foods and Peep Isaac's teammate. I think that would be so funny if there was just a billboard of you and your hair was just like 50% of the billboard. Okay guys, so I actually didn't end up filming the rest of the vlog for this day because instead of having a barbecue at Isaac's apartment, we all ended up just going out to eat. Yeah, everyone came here and Isaac was supposed to have like some food and we were all supposed to have food, but nobody had food.
And instead I planted my plants.
So anyways, long story short, we ended up going out to dinner, but the reason we're sitting down here with you today, well at the end of this vlog, is because we kind of wanted to touch on camp in general. I vlogged bits and pieces of camp that I'm sure I'll insert in this little snippet, but Isaac's been gone, well, I mean,
basically.
Isaac was gone for an entire month living at a hotel with his whole team. So what did it start at? It started at with 90 people.
Yeah, the old 90-man roster. Every NFL team has 90 people to start.
When you start NFL camp, you have the 90 people, and then how long is camp? 4 weeks?
Yeah, but you have 90 people through OTAs, the whole off season, training camp, and then they make cuts the last game.
So training camp also, well, I mean, the whole month was camp, and then that camp included like preseason games. And then after that, obviously, like Isaac just said, there were cuts. But just to touch on camp really quickly, I feel like I want to ask Isaac questions about how it went. So you got, well, Isaac was given, so I think they had to work for 6 days, and they had like workouts every day, and then they had 1 off day. But other than that, you like basically had to sleep in the hotel for the entire time.
Boys are working a full-time job. I was waking up at like 6, not done till like 8, 8:30 every single day. And then the NFL mandates that you have 1 day off once a week, yeah.
So Isaac wasn't even able to come back to his apartment all the time, and sometimes he would just stay, well, you wouldn't really stay in the hotel because you kind of wanted to get out, but
all my plants died.
Yeah, Isaac has tons of plants outside his apartment. I tried my best to come down here as often as I could because I live in a different city than Isaac, so I tried to come down here as much as possible, but
the plants couldn't grind through the 4-game training camp.
Yeah, they really couldn't. But on a positive note, now that camp is over and you guys have already seen the video of me and Isaac announcing that he's on the 53-man roster. So obviously that meant Isaac had an extremely good camp, and if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, Isaac is my boyfriend. That's why I'm sitting here with him right now. But he got drafted last year to the Chargers, and then this will be his 2nd year, but this year has compared to last year.
Yeah, I mean, it feels better. Once you've already gone through it, you know what it feels like. So the year 2 is just like, you know what to expect. Like, you know exactly how long stuff is, how your body's gonna feel, how it's gonna feel mentally. So it's much nicer. That's my 2 cents on year 2.
But camp was pretty busy for him, and I think now he's pretty happy that camp is over.
No doubt.
Yeah, but throughout camp, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with like camp in general or like the NFL and like practices and whatnot, but a bunch of the practices were actually open to the public,
Every single one, right?
No, were they? Every
Pretty
time you
much.
really?
Every single one, yeah.
I made it down to I think 2 or 3 of the practices, but those were a ton of fun, and if you guys have never been to an NFL practice, I definitely recommend going. It's really cool, and I think it's a cool experience because you get to like see the players more in person and like eye level instead of always being in the stands like looking down on them.
And it's free.
Yeah,
super
completely free. So if any of you guys are in the Los Angeles area, then you should definitely check it out next year. Going off of the practices that were open to the public, when I went there a few times, I actually was able to meet some of the subscribers. So if you guys ever.
It's actually intense because they're watching. Well, they would be watching this.
So if you guys came up to me, then I loved meeting you. And if you guys ever see me at a game or just in general, feel free to come up to me. I think it's so cool, and I love hearing the fact that you guys like to see like a different side of Isaac's life, like from the behind the scenes of the NFL versus just like what you would see on TV or like what, I don't know, what like the public has seen. So that was also really cool. I know some of you actually told Isaac. I met one of you at, I think it was like the first practice, but it was really cool. So I just wanted to touch on that. But so camp ended how many weeks ago?
A week
Ago?
A week ago.
Wait, really?
That's it. It was only 6 days ago.
Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. So camp
cuts a week ago.
So camp technically ended a week ago. And immediately when Isaac was able to move out of the hotel, he was like, Allie, we're going to move me out of the hotel. Like, I want to get back to my apartment as soon as possible, even though the plants are dead. But
the plants are super dead.
When I moved him out of his hotel room, it's crazy how much these players make themselves at home in the hotel room. Isaac had...
The boys had a microwave, a mini fridge. We had 2 mini fridges.
Blender, PlayStation for Fortnite, like...
We call it what it is. An Xbox.
Oh, I thought you had
Team Xbox. Fortnite.
Anyways, when I moved him out, it was basically like moving somebody out of like their freshman dorm, because that's how much stuff they had accumulated over time. And it's not like, oh, every player gets a hotel room to themselves. A majority of the players have to share rooms with other players. It's just like, can you imagine 2 huge NFL guys just sharing a room, like eating in there, sleeping in there, like hanging out in there. But after we moved him out, then they started making cuts. I think Isaac could explain this more in detail like later in a different video, because I think it would just be too long to explain now. But basically, an overview is over 3 days, or 2 days?
2 days, yeah, 48 hours.
So over 2 days, they end up making cuts, and they'll call players into the office and say like, hey, like you're on practice squad, like you're cut.
So no news is good news.
Yeah, so basically that entire weekend, which I guess was just last weekend, that was when we were vlogging.
Literally last weekend.
So when we were vlogging, that was when Isaac was able to get a phone call to tell him that he was cut, or like whatever.
They don't even tell you if you made it. They literally only call you if you're losing your job.
This vlog was actually pretty carefree. I don't think Isaac was too stressed out this year. He had a great preseason.
No one's ever safe.
That's true.
But really, no one's ever safe. Boys will be feeling comfortable and then get chopped. I'm dead serious.
So, I mean, that's just a little snippet of what preseason looked like from Isaac and mine. Is it mine and Isaac? Isaac's and mine?
I think if the sentence would have I, then it would be Isaac and I. But because it'd be my perspective, you would be saying that it's
our. Okay, so that's came from our perspective. But I'm gonna end this little snippet, or I'm gonna end this talk right here, just because I don't want to make this video too long. I don't know. I can't even remember like what I really vlogged, so it could be short, it could be long. I don't really know at this
TBD.
point. But
I'm sorry. Well, y'all don't know what time it is. Your boys ready to go to bed.
With that being said, me and Isaac are about to shut up the camera, but I really appreciate you guys coming up to me during camp. And like I said, if you guys ever see me in person, feel free to come up to me or Isaac and tell Isaac how much you love the vlog. And maybe
he'll film tight when you guys say it.
Yeah, maybe he'll film some more videos with me. But I definitely plan to film a lot more than I did last year, just because I'll be out here a lot more often. And I know you guys love to see all the behind the scenes. So if you aren't subscribed, be sure to subscribe if you guys are interested in those videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos.
Turn up.
We're going to sleep. Bye.